baby. My God. What's up, chat? This music makes you forget all of the 2D. If only anything could make you forget that. Alright. Premiere's at 5. Yep, right on time. Alright. Before we start, we gotta temper some expectations, because, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I sounded a little bit too gassed on the video announcement, because they said 2025. But, like, they can't announce any major game, right? They got a game coming out in less than a month. Like, I mean, I would love for them to do that, but it's just like, they got this game to promote. So, like, I feel like maybe they'll talk about Rumble, because that's coming out this year. I was gonna stream Rumble before the event, but I wasn't ready in time, so I couldn't do it. Maybe they talk about Rumble, because that is coming out this year. But, like, you can't just announce a Heroes remake when Shadow Gens is coming out, right? Like, that's just gonna overshadow everything. The moment people realize the GOAT is being remade, it's like nothing else matters, you know? So, I feel like we have to temper expectations in terms of game stuff. Although Midori had that rumor about Shadow Gens DLC, and even the official Steam page mentions some kind of bonus level. I think if you pre-order, or if you get the... Was there a premium version of the game? I can't remember. I think there were 2 versions of the game, but I can't remember actually. But yeah, I think we gotta temper the expectations. Yeah, there was a digital deluxe. You get the 3 days advanced access. An additional level. Maybe we hear about that additional level. You know, I don't know. Maybe we see footage of the Terrio skin or something. I don't know. But like a whole, like, you know, Heroes remake today. Eevee said we will get Rumble, Shadow Gens story trailer plus DLC, Sonic X Batman crossover, maybe Superstars DLC, mobile game shit and merch. Yeah, I mean, speaking of mobile shit, Sega Hardlight quote tweeted the announcement saying, "Be sure to watch for a ton of exciting Sonic mobile announcements." You know, a ton of mobile announcements. As for exciting, I don't know, we'll see. Super Monkey Ball also quote tweeted with the Sonic Central. So either we're getting Shadow or Super Monkey Ball, the latest one that just came out, or they're going to do what I think is the worst thing since the Wisps, right? Which is that stupid fucking classic Sonic dressed as Shadow, because Shadow can't be in the classics because of the fucking lore, but it makes sense for classic Sonic to dress up as Shadow. That's the dumbest thing they've done since the Wisp. Dumbest thing they've done. Even the Wisp had more utility than that, as cringe as they were. Dressing up classic Sonic as Shadow is a fundamental misunderstanding of who classic Sonic is, and a fundamental butchering of what Shadow is. It's not a costume for classic Sonic to wear. Oh, but it doesn't fit the lore. The lore? Who the fuck is Trip, who was in Superstars? Fuck the lore. God. Put Shadow in Superstars or I'm not buying the plus. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Sheep Takenada donated $2 and said, "Bless up fam, you looking slim." Thank you for the support. I'm just not in the mood for this shit. I don't give a fuck about the lore. Put Shadow in Superstars, I don't care. Okay? The lore. Please. He was asleep. I don't care if he's sleepwalking then. Put him in the game. I don't give a fuck. Put Silver in. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this classic holding shit back bullshit. Like, what the fuck? We can't put him in the game because we use classic characters? Then why the fuck you make a classic game then? Why you set limitations for yourself? If you want to set limitations for yourself, then make it a sprite-based modern game. Then the limitation is that it's sprite-based. Sick of this bullshit, man. I don't have time for this shit. Put Shadow in the game, I don't give a fuck. God. We'll just make an excuse. How the fuck is Classic Sonic and Shadow in Sonic X Shadow Generations then? Right? How the fuck was Classic Sonic in a game with all these fucking people talking about the lore? We'll just say that Shadow time traveled back to the classic era to do Superstars. It's future Shadow, he time traveled back. Come up with an excuse, I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of this lore shit, man. I'm so sick of it. Go. Shadow traveled back in time to do Superstars, that's why he's there. Case closed, fuck the lore. Simple. He's still asleep, but he just traveled back in, it's simple. You never done time travel before? Why is Silver in 06? He's not from that area, he wasn't born yet. Sick of this lore shit. Put Shadow in the fucking game, no one gives a fuck. You know? No one cares. About the fucking, it will break the law. The law? You guys are eating off the movies. The movies don't follow the law. Where's Amy? Where's Rouge? Talk about the law. Now you want to care about the law? Who is Tom the cop? Talk about the law. No one cares about the law. Put Shadow in Superstars, man. I'm sick of this shit. Shadow, Silver, put them all fucking in the game. I'm sorry, Sonic fans born in the 1970s and 1980s, but like, putting Shadow in the game is not gonna ruin Superstars, okay? They already shoved Classic Sonic into how many 3D Sonic games? It's your turn. You can deal with some shit. Marshall donated $2 and said, sorry I haven't been tuned into your streams lately, this 9 to 5 shit ain't no joke. I feel you, man. I feel you, man. But thank you for the support. Why is Gerald still alive? Exactly! Why the fuck Gerald's talking about lore? No one cares about the lore. Gerald is alive. The fuck is he doing alive? Talk about the lore. Put Shadow in the fucking game, man. I ain't got time for this shit. Talking about the lore. Premydaremy escaping the he hates Classic Sonic allegations anytime soon. I mean, that's a lie though. I mean, if you think of Classic Sonic as everything from the 90s, then sure. That's definitely a lie. Right? Because like, I see Classic Sonic as Generations, Forces, like I see that as the ones from the 90s is just like, that's what Sonic was. Then they did the separation when Gens came out. That's how I see it personally. And I don't hate Classic Sonic and Generations. I just think Modern Sonic is far superior. You know, minus maybe Classic Sky Sanctuary, which was goated. I hate Classic Sonic and Forces. I'll tell you that straight. Sonic Superstars is grossly overrated. It's not a horrible game, but there's no reason to play it when Mania is actually a great game. Sonic Mania is like A to S tier in my opinion. High A, low S. Sonic 1, A tier. Sonic & Knuckles, A tier. Sonic 2, S tier. Sonic 3, S tier. CD is the only one I really don't like from that era. So the whole, like, I hate classic. I hate the whole relying on it. Yo, Spy X has become a member. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for joining the channel membership. Thank you so much. But yeah, like, I hate the idea that if you make a classic game, it must rely on the rigid rules and law of like the 90s, so you can't do anything you want kind of thing. I hate that. Rail grinding? Oh, that's not classic. Shadow? Oh, that's not classic. We can't do that. It's like you've placed limits on yourself in 2020 something because what has to be classic. The classic fans are not starving for content. There's like 50 million ROM hacks that play just like the 90s games. 50 million of them, and they're almost on par. Crown donated £2 and said, "I am the Lord, put Shadow and Blaze in every game." Facts. Oh yeah, I might have to mute the donation music for the stream, but let's see what happens, eh? Let's see if they blow us away. No Unleashed fake outs, okay? If I see Unleashed, it better be a re-release. I don't want no fucking fake outs. Sick of these people trying to get me every single time. How's the volume levels? Alright, let's do this. Don't disappoint me, Sega. Straight to trailer or? When was the last Sonic Central? It's been a while, right? It must have been like a year or something. Is that classic Sonic and classic Shadow? You see the balls?
Hello,
ooh, event the base. SA2.
My name is Ivo Gerskovic.
Look at that drip in the middle. Look at that shit. King Ice. Look at that shit.
Passion for the blue blur is noticed by everyone here on the Sonic team. And
how's the volume levels, chat?
Each and every day. So thank you for all of your support from the bottom of our hearts as we take Sonic to the next level together.
We'll be working hard on developing content.
My voice is too loud. Sorry, let me turn up the Sonic.
Also in 2024, we launched our Fearless Year of Shadow fan celebration campaign. This is a special theme designed to encourage all of you to celebrate the exciting character and also to get you to embrace your own inner fearlessness. We even built and went on tour with a custom Shadow-inspired motorcycle.
This song underrated as fuck.
What do you think, Izuku-san? Do you think they'd let me borrow that bike for a weekend?
They better start selling that Shadow bike. Oh, look at the SA2 bait.
As usual, in this Sonic Central, we have tons of announcements. You'll see new game footage, learn about awesome products,
new
and
game
get
footage.
Details about upcoming partnerships and events.
Well, it could be Rumble.
Make sure you watch the full video so you don't miss anything.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Izuka says sit back,
We're
relax.
kicking things off with some exciting announcements for Sonic mobile games. It's time to grab your friends and jump into Sonic Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble trailer, okay. What we got? That's that Team Sonic, that Shadow. 32-player Battle Royale. Is that Starlight Carnival? Eggcorn. Is that the Lost World level? (2D) obligatory. That's the Starlight Carnival level, yeah. Amy. I don't know who made them pick this art style, but like, man, like, I don't know. That's the customization. Yeah, I really do think these, like, the art style is holding this game back because it looks so, like... Remember the game was originally called, what, Sonic Toys Party? I think that toy is there is holding the game back a lot. But I mean, it looks like it's got a lot of content. Ring battle. Play with friends. Why did that look like a Smash level for a sec? Coming this winter.
With friends and family alike in Sonic Rumble.
PC!
Look out for this exciting new title on mobile and PC this winter.
Wait, hold on. What's that?
New characters are joining the excitement
Is that
from
Mephiles?
Sonic Dash, Sonic Dash Plus, and Sonic Forces.
Oh, Dash,
Starting with
okay.
Valhalla Surge, the
Val
formidable
what?
Viking warrior who can turn the tide of battle in your favor.
Now they just making up characters. I mean, every character's made up, but like, who the fuck is that?
Mephiles embodies a fearsome figure
Oni?
from Japanese folklore.
What?
Coming this Halloween.
What is
Warrior
Oni?
Shadow is the epitome of fearlessness and is ready to conquer any challenge that comes his way. charging into the game.
Man, Shadow, you watched one episode of Shogun, you think you can do this shit?
On top, the delightful Dulce Amy.
Dulce Amy? What, Sweet Amy?
Charm as delightful as candy.
I've been doing my Spanish.
Powered by sugar, giving her an extra
I've been learning. I knew what that meant. Okay.
Coming at the end of this year. Get excited. It's official.
Dream Team.
Shadow arrives as a new playable character later this year in Sonic
Dream Team stream.
Sonic
Shadow
Racing
in there.
has cool updates designed to rev your engine and satisfy
Sonic
your
Racing,
need
that's
for
on Apple
speed.
Arcade as well.
Players now have access to time trial mode, where you can test your skills and unlock new
If I get one more for
styles.
Apple Arcade for Dream Team, I might as well try out Sonic
DJ
Racing.
Vector are available now, and Popstar Amy is coming soon.
Popstar Amy?
Look out for new updates for all Sonic mobile games on the App Store and
this
Google
is more
Play.
content than like the whole of
This year
2020
is our
already.
Fearless Year of Shadow campaign.
That's more content than the whole of 2020 in one section.
Fans to break
That's
barriers
crazy.
and be fearless, just like Shadow.
They better start selling this bike. I want to see this on the road. What is the name of this song? I've heard this before. The Doom? Is it from Shadow the Hedgehog? Oh, yeah, I know I've heard this song before, but I can't name it. Speed Cafe. Yeah, they need to bring that to the UK though. These corner donated $5 and said the song is called The Dude. Thank you so much for the support. I'll be checking out this song after the event.
Be sure to follow us on social media to learn about all upcoming Shadow activations.
Ooh.
Introducing Chow Tales.
Chow Tales.
A whimsical 8-episode series
8
of animated
episodes.
shorts featuring the adorable fan favorite
Wisps
Chow.
are dead.
The story follows
Dead.
Sonic as he visits a Chow garden
Esta
many times
muerta.
over the course of a year.
Adios, Wisps, bitch.
Chow Tales will be coming
Chow
soon to our
Tales,
social media
bitch.
channels, so don't forget
What?
to follow, like, and subscribe.
Bye, Meta, bitch.
Take on a challenging foe in
Roblox.
Sonic
See, this is why
Speed
this,
Simulator on
That's why
Roblox.
now we're getting Roblox.
Face
the
off
metal
against the
Metal
new
Sonic
version
in his
of
Roblox.
Neo Metal Sonic, who's back for revenge.
That's what I
But
get.
this
That's
time,
what I get.
He's supercharged. Play as Super Sonic and dish out major damage to earn exclusive new rewards.
Here's the heroes we make, chat.
Do you have what it takes to defeat this robotic doppelganger? Available now on Roblox. Go bananas with Sonic and Friends in Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
Put Shadow in there and don't be a fucking coward. Put Shadow in there and don't be a fucking coward. We already know Sonic's in the game. We already know about that. Put Shadow in there and stop being fucking cowards. In a I outfit? Oh my god. For fuck's sake. Why? Just put him in the fucking game. Oh my god. Sonic is in the game. Let me tell you why Shadow's not here. Because they use Classic Sonic in Monkey Ball, and they don't want to put Shadow next to Classic Sonic, so they use the outfit. I'm telling you that's the reason. I'm telling you.
Experience a delightful new adventure.
Because they
in
used the
Super
classic
Monkey Ball
characters, they
Banana
didn't
Rumble.
want to put Shadow there.
Available now.
Because then they'd have to use a classic Shadow design, and they don't want to
has
do that.
exclusive Sonic and
Telling
Shadow
you,
themed
it's
pre-order
because of
bonuses
Classic
for a limited
Sonic.
time only.
The
From
root of
unique
all
gift
evil
shop
is
items
classic.
to outfits, decorations, plushies, and staff costumes. You can design.
When I
your
said why
museum
did they
areas
use
to be
classic characters in
completely
Monkey Ball, they said,
Sonic-themed.
oh, it's just a design choice, stuff overreact. This is the reason why they didn't put Shadow there. Is 2 Point Museum out yet? I know they got a new 2 Point coming out. They already did the hospital one and then the university one, right? I think this is the upcoming one. Yeah, it's pre-order now, it's not out yet.
Well, that looks really fun. What do you think, Izuka-san?
Yeah, it's cool.
This whole separate but
so now
equal
let's see
shit
what's
for
going
classic
on in the
Sonic and
world
Shadows
of
pissing me
Lego
off.
Sonic. Take it away, guys.
Lego. Alright, that's a skip section.
Roll video.
We don't have one, do we?
Can someone please get Sonic on the line?
Oh, it's a skip. Okay. Heroes!
Here, gotta talk fast.
Hey,
Watch
Sonic.
out.
Where are you?
Oh, hey, boss. Just doing some shoreline strategizing. You know how that low tide smell
And
brings
Roger
out my
hits that real
creativity.
superpower
Where are
teamwork on the
you?
remake trailer. Oh, God.
Oh, we still
I don't know
doing
whether
that?
I should smile or cry.
Oh, so we're live.
I don't
Okay,
know,
yeah,
man.
I guess I could eat this marshmallow really fast. Would that blow some minds?
Sonic! Hey, buddy! Time for snorkeling!
Fred, I said no water-related activities, remember? Come on, man, you designed this version of me. How do you not know this stuff? Anyway, boss, call Shadow. He's probably battling something.
Oh, okay. 1 minute. なんで俺がシャドウに電話するんだよ。
Make it quick, Izuka. This beast is formidable. Told ya. Sonic, why are you...
Gamer guy probably creaming right now. The sight of all his
Production
Lego.
value. You and that monstrosity are live on Sonic Central right now.
Nice try. But Izuka-san would never use my eternal battle for entertainment.
Action packed.
Ooh, Izuka-san, add Eggman to the call. He'll want to witness this defeat with his own... Oh, Shadow, get some impulse control.
Water is wet and it cleans off the dirt. Goes gonna look spiffy when
At least
it feels
Eggman
up
knows
the
what
earth
was
on
wet.
Sonic and Knuckles in it. Oh, well. Wrath of the rodent and he shall appear. Izuka-san!
Yep, I'm just catching some rays. I mean, working while Shadow clobbers your grandpappy's prototype for the fans. In twice the time I would have. Wrap it up, Shadow. These segments need to be zippy. It's a pacing thing.
How typical Sonic, lounging in paradise while Shadow does all the heavy lifting. Air freshener. I don't care. Vanilla. No, coconut. I don't have coconut. Oh, they're sold out.
Mute. They get mute.
No, I'm tired of mine.
Boomer. Anyway, you gonna beat that boss or teach it to roll over, Shadow? Come on, the fans are falling asleep.
I told you, my eternal battle is not your entertainment.
God, the voice mods we're gonna have to install on Shadow Generations. Oh my God.
I was saying.
Sonic Generations, install the Jason. Shadow
Your luck is my
Generations,
guess.
install
You
the
know that's Shadow's
Jason.
secret weapon.
Well,
Jason,
the
Jason.
bio lizard was nearly an appetizer. I'll introduce
Back
you
to
to
back.
my egg drillster soon enough. If you smell vanilla, know that certain defeat comes swift on its heels. Eggman out.
And there you have it, folks. Practically rehearsed. Hey, Shadow, give the kids at home a snappy little... Oh, jeez. Here we go. Okay, big reveal. I get it first, Shadow. Oh, it's super first.
Whoa. Action, drama, and
Oh
marshmallow.
my God.
Just get the merge.
Just cut so much.
Do you need more Sonic in your life? Well, we've got some terrific products that you're going to love.
Give me the complete Trinity vinyl,
Boost your
please.
creativity with the Shadow the Hedgehog escape toy. This set includes a buildable motorcycle and lap section
Station
to
Square
roleplay
remix?
adventure stories with Shadow, a Clucky, and Rhinobot. Adventure meets imagination in the Knuckles Guardian Mech toy set. Build the mech and glider, then roleplay guarding, stealing, and recovering the Master Emerald with Knuckles and Rouge. Keep afloat with this Tails Adventure Boat set, packed with interactive play options. This boat playset includes a built-in speed sphere launcher, a karaoke machine and dance floor, plus paracel connectors on the back. Help Knuckles and Amy defend the Master Emerald Shrine. Choose different ways to protect the Chaos Emeralds on Angel Island, and rescue the Picky from the villainous Egg Robo.
Gamer guy says frontiers to announcement heroes.
Save the day in this fun-filled
If
Supersonic
only,
versus
right?
Egg Drillster set. Join Supersonic and
Well, that'd
Shadow
be
as they
crazy.
rescue animals and defeat evil
I
Dr.
mean, I guess
Eggman.
an announcement's not great. They could
Your
say,
build
we're
on
making
with
Frontiers
these cool
2,
toys.
and put a title. Like, they could do that. They wouldn't
This
show it, though.
6-inch Shadow the Hedgehog customizable figure by Jack Specific is sure to be a hit with collectors and Sonic fans of all ages. Mix and match the swappable pieces, including hands and posable wings, to build your favorite Shadow presentation. Show off your customized masterpiece with pride using the Rocky Pillar display base. This figure is coming soon. Hold ultimate power in the palm of your
I saw
hand
this
with
before,
Realm's
actually.
wireless
Yeah, I saw
controller.
this some months ago.
Featuring a collectible figurine and multi-layered design, this officially licensed controller is in a world of its own. Available for purchase in October, and Shadow the Hedgehog version coming soon. First 4 figures in Sega are thrilled to reveal the development of an incredible new statue for Sonic X Shadow Generations, Shadow Evolved. Get ready to add this showpiece to your collection. It's time for you to cruise in style with the Shadow the Hedgehog Alpha 12 helmet, featuring Shadow's mischievous smile and trademark red eyes, complemented by a striking color scheme that captures his fearless personality. With enhanced safety features and aerodynamic engineering, you'll get the best performance possible while being the coolest rider on the road.
Rider? Is it time?
Joining the Palverse Palais product lineup is Shadow the Hedgehog. Look forward to Shadow the Hedgehog's release in April 2025. Keep an eye out because more details will be coming soon. Coming in late 2024, Sonic the Hedgehog and visual artist Luis de Guzman merge their worlds to create a collaboration that reaches new heights and new speeds. Stay tuned for updates on special activations and first looks of the collection.
Don't worry.
Speed on over to your nearest Topgolf to play with Sonic and friends.
Runner's music? Wait, what the what? Hey, hold on. What the fuck is this? What the what? What? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is it? Can we play this? Like, what is going on? Is it a physical location or is it a game we can play? What is going on? Can we actually play this, or is it like a Topgolf exclusive thing? I'm confused.
Enjoy Topgolf the Sonic way by surrounding yourself with good friends and good
Can we
food
actually, like,
with this exclusive Topgolf experience.
So we have to go there to play
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here at Sonic Central. I'm Tiffany Smith and I'm joined by Evo. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so you know why you're here, right?
I do.
We are here to get to the bottom
So we
of
have to
what Sonic
go
posted
there?
on Batman Day.
We are.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, take a look.
Oh, this is the DC collab. Yeah, we already saw this.
It's so good!
It's fun, right?
For a lot of you guys watching, you know I'm a huge DC fan, but Sonic the Hedgehog was the first game that I ever played all the way through. Yeah,
You did?
Yeah. So I'm very
All
excited
the way
to
through?
be here and hear
You did
more
Scrap
about
Brain?
this mashup. What does
Alright.
this collision actually entail? Can you give us some details?
Well, it's going to start with comics, and that's going to start in March of 2025, and we're going to have one issue a
All
month.
the way through?
So
That
we're
was your
talking about
first?
comics,
Like,
we're talking about
like
the
you were a
context.
kid
If
and you
this
go
game,
through
we're really gonna get to
Labyrinth,
see Sonic the
Scrap
Hedgehog and
Brain,
some of his friends maybe
like
teaming
all the
up
way
with
through.
Justice League
No other
characters?
game you go
I
through
think so. And
quicker
if you
than
want to
that.
talk about it, we can.
Like,
Yes,
no, an
okay,
easier
who's
game.
overseeing
Sonic
all
1?
So we have a writer who's
There's no
super
shame in
well-known
admitting you
and
quit off the
everybody loves
Labyrinth,
him, and that
okay?
is
Look.
Ian Flynn.
Niggas
So
quit off the
good.
marble.
Okay, so I know you're not
And I
a
love
comedy
Marvel.
artist, but we've already seen
That
one
was the
mashup.
first?
We've got Shadow as Batman. Can you show us some of the
What
other
was the
ones?
second? Mega Man 1?
All right, who's Superman?
Knuckles,
Wonder Woman.
Amy,
So good. Flash.
Sonic, of course,
Green Lantern.
Is this actually happening, or are they just
Ooh,
wishing?
And Cyborg.
Tails.
All right, I'm just gonna call it right now. I'm gonna go OG. My favorite is Sonic as the Flash.
I'm going to go Shadow as Batman.
You just gave
where
DeviantArt
your
like
everything
5 years
fly.
worth of content now. Like,
Those are
they're on it
so
now.
epic. I'm so excited for this. Is there anything else that you want to share with everybody watching?
Yeah, sure. So besides the 5 comics that we talked about for March 2025, we're also going to do a collected edition of all those comics, as well as merchandise, including apparel, accessories, toys, collectibles, and all of this will be for fall 2025.
I know what I'm.
So
gonna
are these
be
characters actually
reading,
happening, or are they
buying,
just
wearing
chatting?
in 2025.
And me too.
You've shared a bunch of stuff with us, but I think there is possibly one more secret that you want to share with everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it here on Sonic Central exclusively. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to continue the celebration of DC and the Sonic universe through 2026.
Shut up! So the
2026.
party is literally just getting started. We thought it was just till 2025, but now 2 years, baby.
The party never ends.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Evo, for joining us. And you guys, make sure you let us know your favorite mashups and enjoy the rest of Sonic Central. Bye.
All right, then.
Ready to face the darkness?
Finally!
We're thrilled to share the
Ooh,
latest
look at
on
that!
Sonic
You
X
see that
Shadow
screenshot there?
Generations.
Big shit time. Big shit. Big shit. Maria.
It is time
Gerald.
to awaken the ultimate life. Welcome to the world.
Oh shit.
Shadow, the Hedgehog.
Oh shit.
This time is nigh upon us, Shadow. Soon
Doom.
you will be mine.
Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again.
All right. An ancient's foe.
Mistakes.
Look at this level.
Here and now.
Ooh, did you see the way the platform? Ooh, shit, that was clean. Is that Sunset Heights? Yeah, that's Sunset Heights. Kingdom Valley. What? Is that the forces level? What the fuck was that? Unleash new
I'll
abilities.
take this power and use it as my own.
Nah, this Sunset Heights flip is fire. What the fuck? Mech? What is that? Mech? Is that Mech?
Crush every last
What?
one of them.
What the? What?
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
Goat Overlord? Time Eater? Holy shit! Maria. They're in the White World.
Maria?
Relive memories. Battle against villains. Set
Man,
the timeline back
that
to normal
Sunset
and
Heights flip
save
was
the world.
crazy. Did you hear that shit?
Pre-order the way past cool collector's edition today and get this exclusive Sonic
you
and
hear that
Shadow
Sunset Heights
Dreamcast
flip?
statue. Only available at
You hear that shit?
limitedrungames.com until October 6th. Past and present collide.
Oh, we got
in a
animation as
frantic
well.
Chase for truth and understanding.
We got
in
animation
Sonic
as well.
X Shadow Generations. Dark Beginnings.
Team Dark, baby! Was that Emerald? That skate animation is sick. Dark Beginnings.
Coming to YouTube and Sonic the Hedgehog official social media channels starting on
25th.
September 25th.
That's tomorrow!
Additionally, PlayStation versions of Sonic X Shadow Generations will have an exclusive extended edition featuring deleted scenes.
It should be on YouTube the same day, but okay, whatever.
Take a trip back to the early 2000s and peek into
trip
the
back?
mind of a mad genius.
If you wanna
in
take
this
a trip
nostalgic
back,
commercial for Gerald
release that
Robotics
hero.
Journal.
Now you can visit ancient ruins, space
Someone said
stations,
already the
and the
best
dark
Sonic
depths
show?
of an old
Damn
scientist's
right. It's the best
grief-stricken
Sonic show.
mind. All through the rambling, barely coherent pages
I'm
of
joking, it's
Dr.
obviously
Gerald
Sonic X.
Robotnik's journal, the publication that's especially created for absolutely no one. Dr. Gerald Robotnik's journal is packed with breathtaking accounts of dubious scientific exploration, government meddling, and so much more. Today, through this exclusive offering, you can get Dr.
This is not the
Gerald
early
Robotnik's
2000s. I was
journal for
alive
the
then.
special
You acting
price
like
of
it was
2 pennies
94.
when you call
Okay.
and use your credit
This
card.
was not early
You'll
2000s. It wasn't that dated, okay?
You'll also receive Doomsday.
Go, we had DVDs, okay? Relax.
Ancient robots of mass destruction and the ultimate life form. So order today.
Maybe
and say
January 2000. I don't
to the
know
child
about.
you love.
To order the
This is a 90s commercial.
and everything you never wanted to know about Gerald Robotnik today. You must be 18 years or older to call.
all physical Day 1 editions of Sonic X Shadow Generations come with this 24-page journal. Pre-order now and secure your copy.
I gotta get a physical
As
one
you
now.
can see,
Fuck.
the rest of the year is packed with new and exciting content, activations, programming, products, partnerships, and much, much more. We can't wait for you to experience all of the fun.
The Sonic universe will continue to grow and innovate. We hope that you will enjoy every second, make new friends, and like Sonic, enjoy Chili Dog every now and then.
He said like Sonic.
There's plenty more adventure coming your way. Be sure you stay up to date by
Sammy
following us
Sonic
on the
fan.
official social channels linked in the description below. Thank you for tuning in to Sonic Central.
Wait!
Oh, there's one more.
Mr. Evo, Azuka-san, I just
Don't-
got word.
Don't overhype
Word
it.
about what?
Don't overhype it.
No way.
Is it the Frontiers 2 announcement or what?
Well, fans, it looks like we've got one more thing for you.
Don't overhype
Let's
it. I
roll
swear. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, okay?
What's up, Sonic fans? We were so incredibly blown away by the reaction to our trailer. I wanted to record a special message
Movie trailer.
thanking you all for the support. We are so excited for you to see this film. It's Sonic's biggest adventure
No.
yet, only in theaters this December.
No.
Cannot wait for you to check it out. Thank you again for all your
Now?
incredible support. You guys are the best.
No. No, you can't be
Making these
serious.
movies is the best job in the world.
Okay, it's behind the scenes.
We
Behind
make
the
these
scenes.
movies
Okay.
for the Sonic
Behind the
fans.
scenes. It's not a
And their
trailer.
love, passion, and energy really drives us all to make sure we're creating
Just
something
behind the scenes
that's
clip.
fantastic.
Okay. Relax.
We're so lucky
False
to have
alarm,
this
everyone.
fans, and we wouldn't be here.
False
if it wasn't
alarm.
for that
Your
support.
heartbeats can rest.
So we just absolutely want to honor that and celebrate what it is they love about these characters.
When you think back to where this all started, it's
Unless they
such
show
a
Amy
gift
and
that we
Rouge
get
in the
to keep
shutdown.
telling Sonic stories, and we never take that for granted. It's incredible to be able to tell stories that give Sonic a real journey and an arc.
Told you got this.
Hey, we got this.
In the first film, Sonic is this sort of outsider who was really just looking for connection. In Sonic 2, he wanted to be a hero, but he had a lot of learning that needed to happen. What helped him get there was, of course, his squad.
Power bomb!
So
Team
Sonic
Sonic?
3, we're continuing Sonic's character journey to include this new leadership role. For the first time, he's going off into battle and having to make choices. And no matter what you're facing, no matter what challenges come your way, as long as you really be true to who you are inside, you'll make the right choice when it matters most.
I just got goosebumps.
What we've tried to do with each successive movie is to go a little deeper into the Sonic lore. First we brought in Tails, then Knuckles.
They're gonna bring in
now
Amy and
movie
Rouge.
3, Shadow, Maria, Gunn,
And?
Gerald Robotnik.
And Amy, Rouge.
Fans are just gonna lose their minds when they see what we've got planned. We had great action in Sonic 2, but now we're just taking it up a whole other level.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
We've had a blast in the last 2 films, but we can always do more. We can always push it.
Try to keep up.
There's such a rich universe of stories, I don't see us slowing down at all.
Now that means more movies, definitely. They're not slowing down.
We are so excited for you to see everything that's coming. And we know how much you love surprises,
Ciao.
so keep a
Okay.
sharp eye out for Easter eggs. Looking good, guys. We're gonna get back
Blue
to work
shoes.
because we got a lot of movie to make, but thank you again for all the amazing support. You guys are the best fans in the world.
Sonic Central probably asked them for a trailer, and they were like, we'll give you a little behind the scenes clip. We ain't giving you a trailer. Well, they tried. They tried. Oh, they baited with that one. They baited with that one. They really thought they probably wanted the trailer. They were like, could we get the trailer for our Sonic Central? That will break the internet. They were like, chill out. You know, we'll give you a little behind the scene, little like, you know, we ain't giving you no fucking trailer. Okay, relax. Okay. They said no. You got 15,000 people watching. Like, you ain't getting no trailer. Like, but nonetheless, I think that was the best Sonic Central yet. I'm trying to think all the previous ones we got. Like, how many have we gotten? Like 3? This was the first one, right? Yeah, I think that was the first one. Then we got the 2023 one. We got so one a year since 2021, basically. I think that was the best one. What was in this one? This was 2021, so it must have been shit. Olympic Games, 2 points. Colors, yeah, mid. This is the Rise of the Wisp. Oh yeah, this one was horrible. This is the one where they talked about Origins, but they didn't even have footage of the game. They were still showing 4x3. Prime. Yeah, okay, this one was shit. 2022. What was in 2022? Mind you, look at the length differences as well. Like 20 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, 12 minutes. Like 2022 had what? Origins. Okay, that's alright. Speed Simulator, okay. Mephilis, I remember that. Prime again. Sonic Movie 2, okay. Merch, obviously. Symphony, okay. This one was probably better than the 2021. And then there was Frontiers gameplay. Okay, so that was better than 2021, for sure. 2021 is the worst one. And then 2023 had, what 2023 have? Origins Plus, okay. Plays Amy. This is the Frontiers DLC. Did they announce that in here, or was that just more about it? Speed Simulator. This is Prime. Yeah, Prime again. Oh yeah, that Sonic Samba de Amigo shit. Tails 2 Crocs. What was that guitar? Hold on a sec. That was actually kind of slick looking. Hold on. That guitar look kind of... Yes, ooh, that look kind of clean though. Shit, I should have gotten that. Fuck. Man, that actually looked kind of clean. Classic Sonic Edition? Ugh, God, why they have to ruin everything? Ugh. Anyway. IDW Amy, Lego, mid. Superstars, mid. More Lego, more mid. So this might be the third best one. 2022 probably the second best one. 2023 was the third best one. 2021 was the weakest one. This is the best one. Yeah, this is the best one for sure. It's the best one. It's the best one. I mean, it's not like anything. Like, okay, Shadow Generations trailer, which looks better than Frontiers right now, clearly. So in that sense, it's better. It was longer. There was more stuff. Movie tease but no trailer. Fine. That golf thing actually looked really interesting, but apparently it's an exclusive. I kind of wanted to play whatever that golf thing was. It looked fun, but some exclusive shit. So, you know, I wonder if they're gonna post the trailer separately. Yeah, I think this is the best Sonic Central. Sonic and DC collab. The Shadow Generations trailer was pretty good actually. Like, are they posting the separate trailers now? Okay, here we go. So we got the Rumble trailers just got up. I want to see the Shadow Generations trailer though in 4K though. I want to see that. But yeah, I think it was a decent event. But yeah, I definitely didn't think it was gonna be like all the new games just get announced. There's another new trailer for Shadow on PlayStation. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, so that's the trailer, basically. They got it early. No 4K? What is wrong with these people? God. I'm trying to get the 4K shit. I'm sure Sonic is gonna post it, but they're taking their time. Anyway. Oh, they got like a... It's actually separate? It's like a... Hold on a minute. It's got a different start. Let me see. PS5. Okay, they really put their like. Oh, it's a different trailer. Experience next level speed. Seaside Hill, of course. That transition is so sick, man. Oh, that's the song. Oh my god, that's new footage. That's new footage. Hold on. Next generation nostalgia. Oh, Sega definitely wrote that one smiling. Chemical plant, rooftop. What is that? They moved the quick step to the. They moved the quick step to. Did you see that? They moved the quick step to the left stick, the analog. Feel the rush on PS5. Man, that's definitely Sunset Heights. Alright. So that's a separate trailer. Okay. So let me look at the Sunset Heights part again, actually. Can I just say, that transition, when the platform, like, curves in, that shit is sick. Like, oh my god, look at that. Like, the building, like, oh, that is sick. That is sick. That is sick. Hold on. Like, Shadow is so cool that the building bends just so he can land on it. Like, you understand? Like, the building bends. Like, dudes are in their office. They're doing their 9 to 5. They're at their desk. And they just, like, in the middle of work. They're on the phone. They're taking calls. Like, in the middle of, like, business. They just got bent around. Because Shadow needs to skate. Okay? You have to be curved around because Shadow needs to skate. Like priorities here. I don't care if you got work to do, alright? Shadow is in the air. He needs to land on something. So you're gonna have to just like what the fuck? Like, take up. I don't care if your boss is yelling at you. Like, sorry, Shadow needs to skate. Get the fuck out the way so he can move. The fuck? God. Alright, let's look at the Sunset Heights again. As for the Sunset Heights, like, we could call a spade, right? Lifted straight from Forces. Like, they didn't do nothing to it. They took this Hedgehog Engine 2, it's the same engine, they just lifted it straight. I mean, look, like, we could call a spade. Lifted straight. Lifted straight, okay? Hopefully they made the level better. Maybe they improved the length, you know, add more content to it. And not just be like, you know, 1 minute like the Forces one. But like, when I saw this first part, I'm like, yeah, it looks like it's daytime. It's not as like I think in Forces it was like more like Crisis City looking with like the sky. So they've kind of changed it now. But yeah, you could tell that they just lifted the whole assets. Which, I mean, I feel like Generations did a bit of that as well with like the Unleashed level. But, you know. Next Generation to start. You know that Izuka had a hand in that one. So yeah, like, it seems they have moved the quick step to the left analog stick. Because remember, they're pushing the new, like, the Frontiers control scheme with R2 being the boost. So I think, yeah, they've changed the quick step to the L stick, which I think that was in colors as well. And I don't prefer that, but I think you can change it. But I don't know, it could just be like a trailer flub because it's not even like he's moving left or right. It's like left, and then that's like forward. But you wouldn't press forward when quick stepping. So I don't know what they're doing with that.
Unleash the power.
That's a bit more of the Sunset Heights as well. I really hope they made this level longer, man. Because like Sunset Heights, it was not a bad level. I just think, you know, as it's starting to get good, then they just put you in 2D and then it's over. Like, you know, it's just too fucking short. Someone said Sonic rival fight at the start of the video. Let me see. Hold on. Oh. Isn't that just the Generations one? Or what, is it like... Isn't that... I'm trying to check the graphics to see if it's the Generations one. It could be actually Shadow Gens, actually, yeah. This is a new one. So is it just like they're gonna do the same battle, but like, you know, like in SA2 you got the hero story, you got the dark story. They just go through the same battle. Is it gonna be like that? Like you play in base gens with the old graphics, and then you play it from Shadow's perspective and Shadow gens with the new graphics. Is this gonna be like that kind of thing? I'm guessing that that's kind of what they're gonna do. It's the same boss, but just like now you're Shadow and you're defeating Sonic and the graphics look better. Yeah, because it looked pretty much. Maybe it'll change some of the boss. I don't know, but it looks like the same area, but the graphics are just turned up. So you whoop Shadow in base gens and come and play Shadow gens and you whoop Sonic. I mean, I like the fact that it crosses over like that, though. That is actually okay. Let me talk about this quickly, because like in Forces, right? These enemies were kind of like background things. They didn't really have that much presence in the main level. They were just kind of there, right? Like I think there were times where maybe they broke the platforms that you were on before you got there or something like that. But like here, it's like you fly up, the enemy shows up, and then Shadow like grinds on the enemy. I don't know if that's gonna be in the main level, but it looks like it's part of like the main level. I think that's an interesting use of it. God, the Shadow Generations mods are about to be crazy, man.
Unleash the power.
The Shadow Gens mods are gonna be crazy. So PlayStation got their own trailer? I mean, did Nintendo get one? Like, let me see. Now I'm just like, let me see. Okay, nothing from Nintendo. They'll probably have a direct or something. Floating Kites donated $2 and said, in for DCX Sonic Comics, rest of event was made. Man, don't say that. The Shadow Generations trailer wasn't made. Come on. I mean, the comic, did they say it was? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying that much attention during the DC section. I kind of tuned out when they were talking about all those Sonic dressed as the Flash fan fiction shit. Like, I don't actually, is that actually happening? Is Sonic gonna dress up as the Flash, or was that just like them making wish lists or something? I don't know. Let's see if they've posted the trailer. Okay, they've posted another trailer. Shadow, I don't know. This classic Sonic shit is really pissing me off, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I remember vividly when Banana Mania used the classic Sonic designs of the characters for Monkey Ball. I remember being very mad at that. Very mad, because Banana Rumble's the new one that came out this year, but they did a Banana Mania. Yes, based on the success of Sonic Mania, they used the same word. That was 2021, and they put Sonic characters in it to help sell the game, because it was a Sega game, and I guess they figured Sonic fans would buy it. But they used the classic Sonic characters, and I remember being so mad about it, and Sonic fans were defending it, because of course they ride classic Sonic's nuts like he's Kendrick Lamar. So it's a 3D game, right? And yet you're using the classic designs of the characters. Why? Why? What's the reason? Like, the voice, the Monkey Ball characters, they speak. They have voices. So it's not like they are silent. So if you use the modern characters, then they could have voices. But instead they're silent in Monkey Ball because it's the classic characters. So it wasn't a silent thing because they're supposed to speak in Monkey Ball. So you can't say that. It's 3D, it's not 2D. Some people try to play the, oh, a Monkey Ball relies on momentum and Classic Sonic is more about It's 3D. Adventure 1 had momentum. Momentum is not exclusive to 2D or Classic Sonic. So them using Classic Sonic for Monkey Ball was stupid. It was done solely to pander to, Classic Sonic belongs everywhere and Modern Sonic is shafted to the corner bullshit. There was no reason to use classic characters in Monkey Ball. It's a 3D game. The characters speak. There was zero reason. And because Iizuka has gone on record to say Shadow will not be in Superstars because this is the classic universe, and that's why they put Classic Sonic in the Shadow costume, which I still think is the dumbest decision they've made in years, right? Because of that, now that they're adding the Year of Shadow, right? The movie's coming out. Instead of just putting Shadow in Superstars, because again, this is a Sega game, you have access to the IP, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are already there. I think Amy's there as well. Instead of just putting Shadow there, because it's classic characters, you go, no, cosplay as Shadow. You can't be Shadow. I will dress up as Shadow. Because we can't dress up Classic Sonic as Shadow, because he's already here as Classic Sonic. We're not, it's so stupid, right? It's like, Classic Sonic he's like a parasite that infiltrates everything. He just infiltrates everything and just wreaks havoc, right? And I still love Mania, I still love Sonic 2, I still love Sonic 3, I love Sonic 1 more than most of you people who are defending Classic Sonic. I really love Sonic 1 more than most of you, really. I love Sonic 1 more than most of you. I love Marble Zone, I love Scrap Brain Zone, Deadass. I love Sonic 2 more than most of you because I put it over Sonic 3. Listen, I still think this is stupid. This is stupid, okay? Sonic is here in this game as a character. Tails is here in this game as a character. Knuckles is here in this game as a character. Amy is here in this game as a character. Same as Sonic Superstars. They're all there. Shadow can't be there. Has to be an outfit. Why? And you want me to believe that this is not because of Classic Sonic's parasitic bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. You know? Like, I'm just not buying it. It makes no sense. You know? Don't they have a more stubby style Shadow already in Rumble? Yeah, I mean, Sonic Rumble, I don't think that was classic designs though, but it was like cheap. It was chibi looking for sure, but you see they don't have like the signature like black eyes of the classic era, but they do have that toyish looking design. But I don't think it's a classic Shadow. You see Sonic's got green eyes here, Silver's got his eyes. Like these are still very much modern designs, even though it's got its own little art style. But like Super Monkey Ball in particular, these are literally classic models. They lifted them straight from, I think, was it Generations or Forces, I believe. So they made a specific decision when Banana Mania came out and obviously Banana Rumble to go with the classic designs for Monkey Ball for I don't know what reason. But yeah, it's annoying to me because I really fuck with Monkey Ball. It's not like some people think I'm just complaining about classics. I actually I streamed it on Premulous when it came out. Like the week it released, I played the whole game. So like I actually play this game. And I have it on Switch because Banana Rumble is a Switch exclusive. I'm sure they'll port it later. You know, Banana Mania was multi-plat. That was on everything. So I have that on Steam as well. But Banana Rumble is only on Switch. Maybe in a year or so they port it to something else. But you can't just like, if it was PC, because like with Shadow Generations, I could have gone on a long rant about how Roger and Kirk are not my favorite voices, and I kind of just don't do it because I'm like, I'll mod them out. Like, I will. So I'm not really fussed. Banana Rumble's only on Switch. You can't just like, I'm gonna just slap real Shadow in the game. You can't do that. It's on Switch. You kind of just stuck with what they give you, you know? Because if this was on PC, we would have been had all the modern characters in the game. In fact, let me check actually. Let me see. Let me go to Super Monkey Ball. I don't know if anyone bothered to do it, but let's just see. Let's see if there's a mod for modern Sonic. If anyone actually bothered to, you know, the game wasn't that big, so it's very possible that no one did it. Yeah, I don't see any video. But you could mod Modern Sonic into the game if you really wanted to. But what video was this? Yeah, because it's on PC, you could have modded something into that. But because the game isn't that popular, you can see the kind of views you get on the game. It's most likely someone didn't bother to mod it. Even the trailer hasn't even hit 200k views, and this game came out, or the review came out like years ago. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Banana Rumble sold 12 copies. It's not getting ported anywhere. I mean, look, Monkey Ball is just not as popular, right? It's one of those very niche Sega franchises, which is why they're putting the Sonic characters in there to try and sell more copies. I really like Monkey Ball though. I wish it was more popular because then it'll get more support. But yeah, let me see. Any new trailers? Okay, can you drop the Shadow Gens trailer, please? We don't care about the Lego shit. Like, give us the Shadow Gens shit, okay? Gamer Guy Monkey Ball is not mid, okay? Sega Asia uploaded the story trailer. Let me see. Okay. 4K. Alright. Business. Ah, that's sweet 4K. You can basically read the text on the screen. You can't really read the text. I'm exaggerating.
It is time to awaken the ultimate life. Welcome to the world, Shadow the Hedgehog.
The promised time is nigh upon us, Shadow.
4K is so good.
You will be mine.
Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again.
That Sunset Heights. That Sunset Heights. Oh my gosh. That Sunset Heights flip. Like the music. Nah, that shit's lit. Okay. I liked the original Sunset Heights song. You know, I think it was a great song. I mean, I know people hated the Forces synth. They definitely overdid the Forces synth, but this remix is hitting. Like,
did you once? I will do it again.
I could hear Johnny on this. Like,
no more mistakes. We'll finish this here and now.
I kind of want to hear Johnny on this. Like, this kind of needs to be a vocal theme now. It's sounding like it could be a vocal theme. Like the way they flipped it, like it's kind of crazy.
The promised time.
Let me see, what level is that? Yeah, this is like the aesthetics of this, like the upside down buildings.
Promised time will arrive.
What? Which one is this?
Time will arrive.
That's still Sunset Heights? Like, They added the stomp to Sonic Dream Team. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a Dream Team. I'm gonna have to do a Dream Team restream because they seem to be doing a lot with it. Wait, am I misremembering? I know the Sonic Central just happened, but my memory is just shit. Didn't they just add Shadow to Dream Team, right? They just did that, right? Like that just happened, right? I feel like that just happened, but I don't want to just say it and I'm just misremembering. Yeah, okay, so they just added Shadow to Dream Team. And not to go on another Monkey Ball tangent, but Dream Team is a modern game, so they have no problems actually putting Shadow there instead of dressing Sonic up as Shadow. So I might have to do a Dream Team restream. Shadow's there, the Stomp is there, they've been adding new content to it. Plus, when I opened my Mac the other day, they offered me a free month of Apple Arcade. For some reason, I have to I think I clicked something and it offered it, so I have to try and get that to show up again. If I get one more month of that, then I might do a Dream Team stream, and then also Sonic Racing, because that's on Apple Arcade, so if I've got it, I might do like a dual stream, do both of them in one stream. Also, I got Rumble working on my phone, so I can stream that. I was going to stream it before this event, but I was just too late, so I couldn't do it.
I'll take this power and use it as my own.
I shall put your power to the test.
Look at Mephiles in 4K. Hold on, man. They caught this dude in 4K.
Power to the test.
I thought that when I first saw this in the trailer, I thought this was Starlight Carnival. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw this purple and I was like, Starlight Carnival for Shadow? Like, and then I saw Mephiles.
This time, I will crush every last one of them.
Oh, so you see that? So we already talked about him going on the rails. Of course, it's Sunset Heights, so there's 2D. We should talk about him going on the rails, but we didn't talk about this. He uses the Chaos, the Doom ability. I forgot what it's called. The Chaos Control thing to slow down time and like run on that thing. I think that's pretty interesting. And then this is like some big like shadow monster. So I mean, actually, that's an important point. We need to harp on that for a sec. That kind of means that like there's gonna be a bit more combat than we initially thought, because this seems like maybe it's in the level, maybe it's a boss, but maybe it's just a boss. I was about to say maybe there's like Titan combat or something like that, but I don't know. Gamer Guy said, I knew Mephiles would be in this game and people thought it would be infinite. Well, I mean, they could still have infinite as well, right? They could have multiple bosses. Like base generations, you fought, you know, Shadow, Silver, Metal Sonic, Egg. What's the name of the shit from Sonic 2? You know what I mean. You had Perfect Chaos. There was a lot of bosses. So, you know, doing Doom from the Shadow era and then doing Mephiles from the 06 era and Infinite from the Forces era, I mean, that makes sense. You know? Infinite isn't a Shadow villain though. He says, how is Infinite not a Shadow villain? The nigga's wearing a mask because Shadow embarrassed his ass. Where's the fucking... No, you guys are getting... They got amnesia, okay? Where's that shit? This nigga put on a mask because of Shadow, okay? I mean, like, talk about he's not... If Infinite exists because of Shadow.
Hey, you destroyed my squad.
Flashback.
I'll show you why they call me the ultimate mercenary. Take this. What?
Shadow embarrassed this dude. Look at this. This nigga never showed his face since. And then he comes up to him.
Worthless. Don't show your pathetic face around me ever again.
And he took that personally. Personally.
I'm shaking. Me?
Infinite's not a Shadow villain, Gamer Guy? Are you sure? You sure?
Pathetic. Me. He's calling me weak. No, I am not weak.
The most quotable line in the game.
I'm not weak. I am not weak.
Yeah, Infinite better show his pathetic face around that game, because like this man built a whole mask because Shadow told him not to show his face.
I gave up my own unsightly face. And I let go of the old me. The one that was so weak. So that I
look, dead ass man, like Forces is mid as fuck, but I fuck with Infinite. Infinite was a great villain. If they did, I know Shadow's got that anime. Oh shit, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow. I gotta put that in my calendar. What's it called? The first episode is tomorrow of the animation, right? If they put Infinite in that would be lit. I think Infinite's a great villain. Game was mid, obviously, but I don't think Infinite should be discarded just because the game was mid. The same way people don't think Silver should be discarded just because 06 was, you know, the way it was received. I mean, obviously I love 06, but I'm just saying, like, Infinite should not be forced to stay in Forces. Infinite is a great character. He deserves to exist and be fleshed out and be in shit. And Infinite is probably, I'm thinking about it right now before I say it, he's probably the best character that debuted in the meta era. Who else debuted in the meta era? Styx? The Wisps? Who else debuted in the meta era? Right? Is there any character that debuted in the meta era that's better than Infinite? Like, I'm just trying to think. Can you name some? Am I forgetting someone? Because it's not Styx. Someone said Zavok. No. Like, no. Okay? No. Deadly Six is not better than Infinite. Okay? Right? Right? And if we're picking Deadly Six, we'll keep Xena. I'm joking. Hard-boiled heavies? Man, come on. Enough of that classic shit, okay? Their theme song was goated, but relax. Okay, relax. Even Zaz was arguably better than Zavok. I mean, if I never saw Zavok again, I'll be fine. Okay? If I never saw Infinite again, I'll be like, man, I want to see Infinite again. You know? Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like, Trip? No, Trip wasn't Matt era. That was 2020s. Yeah. So Infinite was the best character to debut in all the 2010s, right? Every decade has got the best character that debuted, right? The 90s was obviously Sonic, because it was the 90s. The 2000s, I guess everyone would say Shadow, naturally, because SA2. Although for me, Silver would be like neck and neck with that, basically. But yeah, the obvious answer would be Shadow for the 2000s. The 2010s is Infinite. So yeah, case closed. You know. What about the OC? No one cares about the OC. I'm not trying to bring back the OC. Like, I mean, if you want to have an OC character in like a spin-off game, like, or make your own character in a spin-off game, cool. But like, I don't need the OC to show up in Shadow Generations cutscenes. Like, you know, I just don't see that being important. The hardboiled heavies designs are good, but we're talking about characters here. The hardboiled heavies don't even speak, right? Like, I'm talking about actual characters with like dialogue. Like, you know, these are good looking enemies, right? These are well designed enemies. Like, I have no problem with them, but we're talking about characters, right? They don't speak, right? Like, if you're gonna bring in robots, you have to talk like Orbot and Cubot, who actually have like personalities and they talk and things like that. Hardboiled heavies they're just there, you know. So like, you're talking like the best character that debuted in the 2010s. It's Infinite, clearly. He had an interesting backstory. He was humiliated by Shadow. He never showed his face again. Even his voice was pretty decent. His design is really cool. Like, I just feel like there's, you know, the 2000s had a lot of competition for best character debut because, like, the 90s was obviously Sonic. Like, no one else is going to beat that. I know there's people that prefer Knuckles, obviously. Tails is not beating Sonic. Metal Sonic, you know, he's pretty cool. But we're going against Sonic in the night. You can't, like, it's obviously Sonic. 2000s had a lot of competition because the 2000s gave us Shadow. The 2000s gave us Silver. The 2000s gave us Blaze. The 2000s gave us Rouge. Right? Like, that's a lot. 2000. Let me not get on the 2000s, like, you know, rant right now. Mephiles. Like, you know, like, 2000s was just handing Chet the Hawk. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there were so many great characters. I mean, it's one of them ones. It's like a year, it's like a Grammy year where there's so many great albums that something amazing has to lose, right? Like, Shadow still wins in terms of 2000s, but it's like, you got a feel for like Jet, Silver, Rouge, all these like great characters that were introduced that would just not be able to win because they were in such a competitive period, right? Like, it was Shadow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people have been begging for SAF because of Shadow. Like, you know, it's one of them ones. 2010s, there was barely any competition. It's clearly Infinite. Like, who the fuck else was close? Like, you know what I mean? Someone said Elise. They're not ready for the Elise conversation. Don't worry. Like, we know she go it as well. You know. But yeah, 2000s, I remember obviously the meta era wasn't going to have that many new characters because they were trying to get rid of them at that point because they were listening to the critics and they were like, characters bad, we'll just have Whis and all that. So, Meta 13 donated $2 and said Modern Sonic beats original Sonic in the 90s. Well, I mean, they're not the same decade though. Modern Sonic is like, when did Modern Sonic debut? 98? Yeah, but I mean, they're the same character though. I mean, I'm talking like characters in general. I'm not talking like if we start doing versions of characters, then it becomes really complicated because like we could separate Sonic so many different ways based on voice acting and based on personality. Like Sonic X Sonic is obviously different from like Sonic Boom Sonic. By the time you start getting into that, I'm just talking like the character as a whole, you know. But you know, there's so many iterations of each character. What's this link? What is that? New promo offer. Oh yeah, that's just from the Sonic Central. Yeah, we saw that. Ugh.
Yes, the warrior that will destroy you.
I really hope, and I'm begging for this, right? Because Generations is a solid game, but you have to have a strong start and a strong end to a game, right? Obviously the start was strong because Green Hill's a great level in Generations, but the Time Eater ending was mid. Okay, I really hope they rework Time Eater. If they leave Time Eater the way it was, it's just gonna be so underwhelming. Jaden said, "How's my Aubrey Angel doing after this?" After what? I'm not an Aubrey Angel, Jaden. What the fuck? After what? What happened? Did something happen? Like, am I missing? Is that news that I'm missing out on or something? Someone said 3DS Generations greater than console. The only thing that was better on 3DS was Time Eater. That's it. Time Eater was better on 3DS. Everything else is not better. Jaden, please, no. Okay, you saw my Stats FM. I was listening to Light Down Euphoria. Don't give me that. A real angel ain't listening to that. Okay, they listen once just to know what it sounds like, and then they stop. Okay, those are like my top 3 most played songs. Ugh. I just realized they fumbled the trailer. Look, they put the Adventure Sonic model here, and then they wrote Classic Sonic Legacy Skin. They kind of just like fumbled that because we know already based on the screenshot that Adventure Sonic is for Modern Sonic. They modeled it over Modern Sonic, so yeah, they fumbled that. How do I feel about the trailer? Yeah, I think it's a solid trailer. Yeah. As I've been saying, the game looks solid. Level design feels like the boost middle ground, but like the spectacle is pretty good.
We'll finish this here and now.
The spectacle is definitely really good. I really hope, and I hate to bring this up a million times because I know most of you don't have the hardware to care about this. I really hope this shit is not capped at 60. I fucking swear. It's just such a waste when you know it's coming to PC, right? It's just such a waste. Like, these levels are beautiful. Like, when you watch the trailers in 4K, beautiful levels, man. Like, seriously. And to cap them at 60? It's just so lame. These Japanese developers, they just need to start updating their shit. Like, seriously. What frame rate do I want? Well, I have a 144Hz monitor, so I could run it at that. But it shouldn't be capped at all. It should be uncapped so you can play at whatever you've got. If you got 240, you should be able to play at 240 if you got the hardware for it. Like, this whole capping things at 60, it's not 2010 anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, phones are doing 120 now. It's not outrageous anymore. Like, I mean, iPhone's still doing 60 Hz on their base models because, you know, Apple fans, they don't give a fuck, right? If they really want 120, they have to upgrade to the Pro version. But we're getting to that point now where it shouldn't be excusable, right? I don't think it should be excusable. I know us hardcore fans care about this, but I think most normal fans... This isn't about hardcore fans versus normal fans. Like, a lot of hardcore Sonic fans don't even care about 120. Would never even try. This is not about It's about anyone who knows about like PC hardware and knows it's a bad idea to be capping games at 60. It's just, you shouldn't be doing that, right? Anyone who plays like PC games knows that this is a flop, you know. But and the thing is, most of you won't feel it now. You feel it in like 5 years when you upgrade your hardware and you can technically run the game at like 4K 240 hertz, but you can't because it's capped at 60. I guarantee you the first time you get a monitor that's higher than 60 hertz, like you do 120, 140, whatever, you'll go back to all the old games that are forcefully capped at 60 and you'll be visibly annoyed. You'll be very annoyed that they hard capped it. And then, obviously you can't be too annoyed at the old games because in that era, you know, it made sense. We didn't know better then. You know, if you play a game from 2009, of course it's going to be capped at 60, right? You know, but even Assassin's Creed Brotherhood came out, what, 2010? And that's not capped. Assassin's Creed 2 was capped at 60, but Brotherhood and later, they uncapped. So you could play at 144. But yeah, it's a dated practice. Jaden said Goo Goo Gaga Sonic fans on their 30 FPS Switch, they don't know. Yeah, I mean, this game's gonna run at 30 on Switch, and most of the audience is on Nintendo, which is why Sega don't give a fuck about this shit. Sega probably won't give a fuck about this shit until Nintendo is doing 120. But I'm not trying to wait until I'm 40 for Nintendo to do 120. Okay, like, I ain't got the time, okay? Is Gens capped at 60? Yeah, Gens is capped at 60. Gens is capped at 60. There is in the mod loader, there's a way to uncap it. They found a hack to uncap it. But when you do that, it breaks the controls. So like the analog stick doesn't work anymore. So you could play the level at 120 without the analog stick. Like just hold the boost and like drift. You could get through Modern Green Hill like that. And it looks smooth, but without the analog stick, it's a bit of a mess. So it's just one of those things where Sega needs to step up with this shit, you know? And I just feel like they're not gonna do it until there's a major push, right? Either until Nintendo starts doing 120, which I don't think they're gonna do that on Switch 2 because they're behind as it is. Maybe PS6 generation, because PS6 generation they're probably gonna push a bit more 120. Maybe like, which is what, 2028? Maybe then they push 120? If the consoles start doing it, then they'll have no choice but to do it. But Sega don't want to be like forward thinking when it comes to this on PC. I say forward thinking, but every game that comes out nowadays that's not Japanese developed is uncapped. So it's not even forward thinking at this point. It's just like getting with the times, you know. By the way, Sonic Speed Simulator gave us the official What I'm Made Of instrumental and also provided instrumentals to other songs too. Wasn't the What I'm Made Of instrumental already out? I could have sworn that was out, but I don't know. I have to check that out. So, what is this Top Golf thing? A new action-themed interactive experience exclusively at Top Golf. So, which Sonic fan is gonna go to Top Golf and like rip the source code for this? Because, like, I want to play it. This looks fun. It looks like Sonic Runner's Adventure, but in 3D and better. Like, I want to play this. Why gotta go to Top Golf? I don't understand. Like, why gotta go to Top Golf just to play this shit? Like, I remember when Microsoft promised Series X to have 120 FPS as a standard and then 30 AC, 30. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard to do 120 on console because consoles are cheap and they have to compromise somewhere. And they don't want to compromise on graphics because they use the graphics to sell the system. So they can't really push 120 on console. To really push 120, you either have to have a really expensive PC if you're playing the latest games, or you're playing older games, right? Like, if you play Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you could push that to 144 on a good gaming PC. It's an old game. It came out 2010. On newer games, it's a lot harder. Now, my PC could still do something like Shadow Gens at 120 because I got a 4080, right? Most people, if they wanted 120 on Shadow Gens, they'd have to lower the resolution, lower the settings, but you could still do it if you really wanted to. what PC do I have? It's just a custom build. It's a 5950X, 64 gig RAM, 4080 GPU. It came with a 38, but I upgraded to a 48 when that came out. I'm probably not gonna do any upgrades until like the next few years though. I'm kind of like bored of upgrading right now, you know. Plus, in the next few years, GTA 6 will come to PC, so I'll probably upgrade in time for that. So do you actually control, do you control this, or does it just show up on the screen as you play golf? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, because they're like sitting here and they're like playing the golf. So I'm guessing you sit there and then Sonic just runs around kind of thing. Yeah, so it's not actually, because I was looking at the gameplay, like, I actually wanted to play this like a regular game, but it's just like a golf thing, so. I don't know why, but it reminds you of Captain Toad. Joel Neely donated $2 and said, I'm meeting Kirk Thornton in November at Umacon. Thank you for the support. Hopefully your meeting goes well. If Superstars had sold 1 million copies in 3 weeks, they would have fast-tracked the Superstars Plus. Yeah, I guess I am surprised they didn't do Superstars Plus. I mean, but then again, it's not really that surprising. Mania is Mania. That game was amazing. Of course they got a plus. Of course they milked that one. You know, they were calling it the best online game ever on the reviews. Origins is the classics again. Even though Origins wasn't a perfect re-release, it is the classics again. So I could see that. Superstars was mostly mid. So even it being classic wasn't enough to save it. I'm not saying no one would have bought a plus. But like, it's not Mania. It doesn't have the quality of Mania. It doesn't have the nostalgia of Origins. Like, so I'm not surprised. You know, it's just one of those things. Mania and Origins had plus because they didn't have physical copies first. That's a good point as well. They did digital only because, well, back then this was like, when did Origins come out? They didn't realize that clout yet with Mania, because Mania came out in an era where we were still, Sonic was not a hot topic in the 2010s. So they like, Iizuka went on record saying he didn't think Mania was gonna be as big as it was. So, or successful. So I think they just didn't want to do physical on launch because Sonic wasn't as clouted as he is now with these movies bumping everything up. We'll just do a little, and they charged $20. They charged $20 for Mania. Like, I need you guys to remember, like, they were not cocky. They charged $20 for Mania on launch. Look at how much Sonic Superstars costs. This is a discount. It's not 22. Yeah, it's a £55 game, right? £55. That's $60 at least. £60 for the digital deluxe. They charge basically full price for Superstars, and it's worse than Mania, you know. So like, that goes to show how cocky they've become now that the movies have propped them up a bit. They charge more for Superstars than they did for Frontiers. Iizuka already thought that people wanted Classic Sonic that bad that they'll pay more for it than they paid for Frontiers. It's crazy. Origins I can understand because that's the precious classics again, right? Like, they knew people were gonna buy it off of the strength of that. You know, it's just a convenient way to play the classics. It's not the definitive way, but it's the most convenient. And even that is listed as $27.99. That's better value than Superstars, considering the quality of the games in here, minus CD obviously. Well, Superstars a flop. I don't even know the full sales figures, but it must have been a flop because where's the plus? Right? Now obviously it came out physically, but still, right? I feel like there was just no room for a Superstars Plus, because if the Plus thing is supposed to be like a year after the base game, when they were doing Mania Plus, we were in a drought era, so there was nothing else there, so it made sense to be like, just give a Mania again. You can't do Superstars Plus right now. Who gives a fuck? We got Shadow Generations. What are you gonna put in Superstars Plus? They already drip fed the bonus content. They already shoved Classic Sonic into a Shadow onesie. The fuck are you gonna put in Plus? No one cares. Okay? Shadow Gens is here. It's way more interesting. No one gives a fuck. Someone asked top 3 Sonic games from the Boost era. Rush Unleashed Gens. Pretty simple. They could add Ray, aka my favorite classic character, to players other than Sonic. I mean, I'm not saying they couldn't do anything, but it's just like... all reviews mixed. It wasn't well received. The reviews say mixed. Only the recent reviews 40 says very positive, but the all review says mixed, right? Let's look at the Metacritics, right? 73. The highest was 76 on Xbox, but the most reviewed one was PS5, which is 73. Let's compare that to Sonic Origins. Both Origins and Plus pulled 78. That's crazy. Some of them hit 72, 74 on Switch. 75 on Xbox. Okay. Sonic Origins Plus. That was just green. 78, 77. Now let's look at obviously Mania. 86, 87. And that's PS4 86, 84. No yellow hit, all green. The lowest was 83. And then the Plus version. Hit 91 on Switch. Right? Like, while we're on the Metacritic topic, I don't want to jinx it, but I really feel like Shadow Gens, unless they're hiding something really bad, I feel like Shadow Gens could hit 80. I'm trying to think why it wouldn't. I mean, sure, would I like it to be less automated and have a bit more challenging level design? Sure, but we'll talk about critics here. They don't want it to be too hard. I feel like Shadow Gens could hit 80. I know it's modern Sonic and they're biased against the classics, but like, I just feel like it's time, right? I feel like it's time. Like, I just feel like it's time. You know? You could see the 80. You could even be that without the gens portion. Yeah, I mean, combined of base gens as well? You know, like... Bowser's Fury did get a lower score than the original 3D World though. But 3D World Bowser's Fury came out after Odyssey, so I feel like there's a bit of a we just played Odyssey a few years ago, like this is less impressive now kind of element to it. Bowser's Fury felt like Odyssey light. So even though adding it to 3D World is a better package than the base 3D World, the perception is, well, when we had 3D World, it was just 3D World on the Wii U. But now we got Odyssey. I mean, 3D World did follow Galaxy 2 though. But, you know, following Odyssey with Bowser's Fury, I feel like the critics were just going to be less impressed. But, like, I feel like it should get 80, at least. You know? Unless it's like a college situation where they got like a really impressive Act 1, and then there's like a bunch of other mediocre 2D ass acts that clog up the playtime. If it's like that, then I could understand if it doesn't get higher score, because they're flooding it with some bullshit. You know? Someone wants to hear Aquatic Bass. Oh, I've been playing this song for a while. That won't hurt for journalists though. I don't know. I mean, the journalists, there's been a shift in the journalists. You know, we grew up in an era where the main journalists were all classic fanboys born in the 80s and the 70s who grew up on Sega Genesis. But the age has kind of changed to where we're getting more journalists who are like talking about, they're bringing up Unleashed and like we should re-release that. Talk about the adventure era like it's sacred. You know, the era after Pro Jared, basically. We're kind of getting to that era where the journalists are talking about Sonic are kind of from my era, right? So there's a bit of a shift, which in my opinion is a good thing, but it also means that eventually there's going to be another shift, and the people that grew up on Colors and Lost World are going to become the journalists, and they're going to beg for more of that shit. And Sega's going to follow that, of course. So enjoy this resurgence before they start bringing back Yakuza, is all I'm saying. Have we seen all the Shadow Generation stages by now? I honestly have no idea. I seriously wonder what the length of Shadow Gens is gonna be. Obviously, I'm gonna play Shadow Gens day one. I'm gonna play it day one, so we'll see how long it is. Because Sonic Gens, we do that afterwards, obviously, naturally. Do I use Intel? No, I use AMD. This is the weirdest era of Sonic. They're appeasing to us right next to Goo Goo Gaga Sonic. What would you say is the Goo Goo Gaga? Would you say it's the... What was that TikTok animation they did? I mean, if they want to appeal to both markets, fine. As long as they appeal to me. Like, if they want to remake... what's a mid-game that they could remake that I don't give a fuck about? If they want to remake Colors, go ahead. But just remake Heroes as well. Then I could ignore your shit, right? You know, I just don't like when they ruin things for me because they want to do some bullshit. Like that whole Monkey Ball, put the classic characters in there. Now Shadow can't be there. Now they have to put I in a Shadow costume. That just annoys me so much because it's a 3D game. It's not a classic space. You're not welcome in 3D. Don't bring up Sonic Jam, chat. Leave me alone. It's the vibe of everything else they're doing. I mean, even in the 90s though, like you got like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and then you got Sat AM, like back to back. So like they've been toying between two worlds for a while, right? Like Forces of Mania in the same year. Like quality aside, like the tone of the two games is very different. Mania's like happy clappy, look, classic Sonic is back, everyone smile. And Forces is like, Infinite never showed his face again because Shadow fucked him up. He wears a mask. In the same year, like, you know. So, the Dark Era wasn't like that. Well, I mean, 2000s, I mean, the Advanced Trilogy was pretty, I won't say cheerful, but it was not dark. You know, it was pretty, mostly fine in terms of like the tone, you know. I don't think it was anything crazy dark or anything like that. And that came out in an era where there was like Sonic X, things like that. Would you want Riders Ultimate or Riders Duology Collection? Free Riders doesn't deserve bad controls because the well, even Duology, I don't even need Zero Gravity. You can keep that. I mean, look, I think they should do Riders Ultimate. As much as I love the original Riders, and look, mechanically, that's one of the greatest racing games ever, in my opinion. It's very light on content. There's not that much in it. Trying to re-release that now will appease hardcore fans like me who would just buy it just to play Riders again. But you gotta remake it. Remake the mechanics with modern graphics and add in more content and just make it an ongoing thing that you support. You know, if it's like a DLC pack every year with like a bunch of new tracks, and then you know every year, if it's like 4 tracks a year, do what like the Booster Course Pass did, right? If it's like, you know, let's say 2 cups a year, that's 8 tracks. You know, you pay one price for the year, or for the pack for that year. You get 1 cup in the first half of the year, the other cup in the second half of the year, and you do that every year, new DLC or whatever, you just add more content. Riders Ultimate will be chock full of content. Or either you put the tracks in built in, which is free updates, and then charge for the cosmetics, so that everyone can play the tracks. But if you want to customize your character, you pay for that. Or let people grind for it in game, but if you want to do it faster, then you pay. But like Riders Ultimate would be, I think, the ultimate thing for them to do. Kind of like what they're doing with Rumble, but just better executed. Better art style, better graphics. And Rumble is coming to PC now. I don't think they announced that before. Right? I don't think they mentioned that before. Unless I'm tripping. Let me look at the announced trailer. It just said available this winter. Chat, the PlayStation trailer, we already watched it. That was ages ago. It's in the stream. Yeah, the PC announcements. Yeah, so that all the things I said they should do with Riders Ultimate, they're basically doing with Rumble. In terms of like the foundational things, like free to play, runs on mobile, coming to PC. I mean, they haven't done console, but you know. So just do that, but with a better game. So like Riders, right? But yeah, I think Riders Ultimate would be huge. Rumble will probably be big as well because it's online, it's free to play, it's on everything. Not console, but yeah. I wonder if they'll ban people for using mods. Because if we put it on PC, could we just like, could I put like different, like change the art style, like put in like Hero Sonic, or like, I don't know, put in a voice model, I don't know, change the music. Will they get anal about that because it's online? I don't know. I need to rewatch this segment because I actually don't even remember what they were saying. I wasn't paying attention.
Hey everybody, I'm so excited to be here at Sonic Central. I'm Tiffany Smith and I'm joined by Evo. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, so you know why you're here, right?
I do.
My streaming State of Play. My twin brother Premulus will be streaming State of Play.
Of what Sonic posted on Batman Day.
We are.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, take a look.
Okay, let's skip to the stuff after this.
It's so good!
Jaden, chill!
For a lot of you guys watching, you know I'm a huge DC fan, but Sonic the Hedgehog was the first game that I ever played all the way through. Yeah,
you did?
Yeah. So I'm very excited to be here and hear more
I
about...
still don't buy that, by the way. The first game you beat was Sonic 1. There was no easier game around for you to beat. Like, that was the one, like, you really, like, I don't know. Maybe she had Mega Collection, okay? Maybe she was safe stating, because I feel like if you were doing it the OG way, there's plenty of other easier games to beat before Sonic 1. Like, if you were, like, 7 on a Sega Genesis, I feel like you would have beat something else before Sonic 1.
This mashup. What does this collision actually entail? Can you give us...
Not everyone sucks at games like you. Bitch! I beat Sonic 1 on iPod Touch in the 2000s, okay? Right? Marble Zone Act 3 on touch controls? Don't mess with me.
Some details.
Well, it's going to start with comics, and that's going to start in March of 2025, and we're going to have one issue a month.
So you're talking about comics, we're talking about the content. Does this mean we're really going to get to see Sonic the Hedgehog and some of his friends maybe teaming up with the Justice League characters?
I think so.
Really? I wasn't paying attention again.
And that's going to start...
This collision actually entail? Can you give us some details?
Well, it's going to start with comics, and that's going to start in March of 2025, and we're going to have one issue a month.
So you're talking about comics, we're talking about the content.
Comic reaction streams, or will my shit get taken down for piracy?
Does this mean we're really going to get to see Sonic the Hedgehog and some of his friends maybe teaming up with the Justice League characters?
I think so, and if you want to talk about it, we can.
Yes. Okay, who's overseeing all of this?
So we have a writer who's super well known, and everybody loves him, and that is Ian Flynn.
I didn't even hear that when the event was going on. I wasn't paying attention, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, good. Okay, so I know you're not going to tell me the artist, but we've already seen one mashup. We've got Shadow as Batman. Can you show us some of the other ones?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, who's Superman?
Knuckles.
Wonder.
So this is actually so this wasn't fan fiction. Knuckles is really gonna be Superman.
Man, can you show us some of the other ones?
When I was watching this, I thought it was like some fan fiction, like wish list bullshit. That's why I tuned out. I was like, this is some nerd shit. This is like, you know, what if Sonic met the Joker type shit. Although they made that happen, I guess.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, who's Superman?
Knuckles.
Wonder Woman.
Amy.
So.
The Amy rebrand, oh my god. Like, they really just did a complete 180 on Amy's character. Like, complete 180. Because, like, she was, like, head cheerleader of the Sonic Defense League in the 2000s. Like, like, if Sonic was like a musician and Amy was like a stan on Twitter. Like, that's how Amy used to be. They just completely said, what if we just made Amy Blaze? Right? And they just completely erased the character. But, you know.
So good. Flash.
Sonic, of course.
Green Lantern.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
And Silver pulls that off.
Flash.
Sonic, of course.
As they should, because that Fango shit got... I don't think so. I don't think it got tiring, because I feel like characters should be distinct and unique. I feel like each character should serve a purpose. And if Rouge was already independent, you know, the more devious independent, Blaze was already independent, the less devious, more, you know, more of a hero and less of, like, Rouge is self-centered. So Blaze is independent but not self-centered. Amy served the purpose, right? So to say that we should remove that and make her just like Blaze, but not Blaze, I just feel like that's pointless. That was her thing. She was the cheerleader.
Green Lantern.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Ooh, Ash.
Sonic, of course. Knuckles.
Wonder Woman.
Amy.
Someone in the chat said, who's this fine lady? Well, that's Amy dressed as Wonder Woman.
So Flash.
Sonic,
that's what you're talking about, right?
Green Lantern.
Silver the Hedgehog.
Ooh, and Cyborg.
They're going to take that one out of context.
All right, I'm just going to call it right now. I'm going to go OG. My favorite is Sonic as the Flash.
I'm going to go Shadow as Batman.
Mm-hmm. We know where your allegiances lie.
That's right.
Those are so epic. I'm so excited for this. Is there anything else that you want to share with everybody watching?
Yeah, sure. So besides the 5 comics that we talked about for March 2025, we're also going to do...
Is it 5 comics?
A collected edition of all those comics, as well as merchandise, including apparel, accessories, toys, collectibles, and all of this will be for fall 2025.
I know what I'm going to be reading, buying, wearing in 2025.
And me too.
You've shared a bunch of stuff with us, but I think there is possibly one more secret that you want to share with everybody.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it here on Sonic Central exclusively. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to continue the celebration of DC and the Sonic universe through 2026.
Shut up! So the party is literally just getting started. We thought it was just till 2025, but now 2 years, baby.
Just getting started.
I'm so excited.
The Fango character, especially as the poster female character of the series, is an extremely outdated character. Well, first of all, I don't think it's outdated for someone to be a stan when you've been on Twitter in the last week, right? That shit's not outdated. That shit exists. And to say it's outdated, people act like that. Like, it's not a thing that just stopped existing in 2015, right? And making her the poster female character, that was Sega's choice to make Amy a poster female character. I mean, she didn't have to be a poster character. They could have made Blaze a more prominent character in the series. They could have done that. They chose not to. Rouge, they've given Rouge more spotlight as well. She was in Prime, so Rouge has been around. But that's a choice they made, right? I'm just saying, you know, I don't think we should say that it's dated for a character who's literally 12 to fantasize about Sonic. That's what she is. That's what she's done. Even in Heroes, where she was going through levels and doing all that shit, she was still obsessed with Sonic. There's nothing wrong with admitting that there's people like that today. It still exists. It didn't disappear. I just don't see why you had to take her and make her what other characters already did, right? Blaze already did that better than Amy, right? There was no need for it. I don't see the point. Right? Like, I have no problems with Blaze. Blaze is one of my favorite characters, right? I should do a character tier list at some point. The only problem with a character tier list is, like, I guess you have to rank it based on their prime, right? You can't just, like, because I'll put Sonic in S, but there's a bunch of Sonics that wouldn't be S, right? You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of them that would be like D. So, you know, I guess you just rank it on its best elements.
Thank you so much, Evo, for joining us. And you guys, make sure you let us know your favorite mashups and enjoy the rest of Sonic Central. Bye.
I disagree with you. Amy might have been obsessed, but when they needed her, she always stepped up to the plate. But I never said they never did that. They did do that. She was important in SA2. She had a role in Hero. Like, she's done important things. Even then. Which is why there was no need to erase the cheerleader part of her personality. There was no need. You know? What's this tweet that someone sent me? What is this tweet? Hold on. Let me see this shit. Someone said, I understand why they reused the Frontiers model since the poly count is higher, already has materials set up, and it has a better rig, but the juxtaposition between the weird, bad-looking Generation Sonic and the inbred Frontiers forces all in the same game is funny. I mean, the juxtaposition, fine. Look, listen, I don't care what anyone says. The Gens model is better. I don't know what it is about the new models. I just feel like they're missing some kind of like textured detail. I don't know how to put it. I've been saying this since like Forces. It's like a certain level of detail is missing compared to like the Unleashed Generations models. This is not a good screenshot to show that though, because it's a low res, like low bitrate screenshot. But I've just always preferred the Generations models. Design wise, you know. I think it's like an art style change or something. Like in Forces, even though Forces is graphically, you know, stronger than say a Gens, the models always felt worse. Like they felt less detailed. I don't know how to put it. I'm not an artist in that sense who could find the right words. But there was a level of detail in like the Generations model that I feel like has been lost in later games like Forces and Frontiers. It's hard to put it, well, I don't know how to phrase it, but I don't feel like the models have actually been upgraded as opposed to like the in-game graphics in general, which have been upgraded. The textures and lighting contribute to Forces looking worse. There's gotta be shading. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the specific terminology, but I've always felt like they didn't look better from a model standpoint. So many tabs open now. Man, they still didn't even post that. They didn't even post the Sonic X Shadow Generations trailer. They slack. Do a Mario render comparison. Man, look, Mario been looking fine. Okay, I haven't had any issue with Mario's aesthetics. Nintendo usually are consistent with shit like that. He looked good in Odyssey with the hair strands and the jeans and all that. I just can't believe they got rid of Charles, man. Nintendo used to be like a rock when it came to shit like that. I don't know why they got rid of Charles. That shit kind of pissed me off low-key because, like, there was no need for that. There was just no need. Just zero need. It's really fucking annoying. But yeah, decent Sonic Central. Oh yeah, I was looking at the guitar, wasn't I? Close that, close that. So you guys really don't want to see me play Sonic Rumble? I got it set up and everything. Oh yeah, non-Sonic channel will be streaming the State of Play tonight. So if you want to see that on the non-Sonic channel, I might play some Astro Bot before the event, so if you want to tune into that, let me know. I'm guessing Monkey Ball tweeted about that. Oh my god, this costume bullshit. I know it's Azuka's doing as well. It's Azuka. Ugh, it's classic Sonic parasitical bullshit. Bullshit, man. Every other character they brought into Monkey Ball, they use modern designs, but every other franchise they put in Monkey Ball, they use their regular character designs. Why they use classic, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, PlayStation also posted a story trailer. Oh yeah, Shadow Dark Beginnings. That's tomorrow, right? Where did they show it?
Media channel starting on.
They said it was. Oh yeah, we're getting a child. We're getting a child series as well. See, I forgot about that. So much shit. We're getting a child series as well. I forgot when that's dropping. They said 8 episodes, right? But yeah, the 3-part prologue. The first episode is tomorrow. You guys want a reaction video or reaction stream? I was thinking a video, but I don't know how long it is. If it's like 3 minutes or some shit, then it should be a video, right? But what if it's like 20 minutes or something? I don't think it's gonna be 20 minutes. No, it's not gonna be 20 minutes. You know, it's probably best to do a video, I think. Child Show doesn't have a date yet. I don't think they said how long it was. Finally, they finally posted the trailer. Alright. You can finally watch the original trailer. Well, actually, Asia posted it in 4K as well, but we could do one more watch before we end the stream.
It is time to awaken the ultimate life. Welcome to the world.
If there's a Sonic Rush collection, do you include Sonic Colors DS since it's a 2D boost focus game? No, because Colors DS is not Rush, it's its colors. It doesn't go in the collection, it's not Rush.
Life. Welcome to the world. Shadow the Hedgehog.
The promised time is nigh.
Jaden, be careful, Tilt will come for you.
Soon, you will be mine.
Black Doom. I destroyed you once. I will do it again. No more mistakes. We'll finish this here and now.
After the what? I swear, you guys be making up words. I don't be following all this Twitter shit. I don't even know what that means. I don't even want to lie to you.
Will arrive once more.
I'll take this power and use it as my own.
I shall put your power to the test.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know any of that happened.
I will crush every last one of them.
Wait, so Sonic fans don't like Mike Pollock anymore? Is that what's going on? Twitter's always on some shit, so.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw they were flaming what's it called? Dan TDM was flaming Mr. Beast, the KSI. I saw that. Man, the drama that be going on, like, is, man. People just be calling people out all the fucking time. It's crazy. You lot love drama.
Maria?
I don't know if I should get the physical version again. I mean, I should, just to get the reversible cover in the journal. I should. I don't know. Yeah, so the Asian trailer got it wrong. They put the classic Sonic on the adventure. What's it called? Where's here? It says Adventure Legacy skin. Oh yeah, you can see the cover is different here as well. I just noticed that. Except for the Switch version. Yeah, you can see the difference. I guess Asia doesn't get the journal. Ugh. But yeah, Dark Beginnings is tomorrow, or at least the first episode. Expect a reaction video, unless it's really long, then maybe a stream. I don't know. Should I post the Sonic Central reaction as a separate video? Because I know the stream is like 2 hours long. Do you guys want like a video of the Central? Alright, I could do a video as well then. Alright, I'll still post the stream, but I'll do a video right after. Yeah, it should be fine. The Sonic Central was like, what, 30-minute? Yeah, it's a 30-minute video. Yeah. I have to do the thumbnail though as well, because before people start saying you clickbaited on your thumbnail because you put Superstars Plus and Gaelix, even though the thumbnail was made before the event. But yeah, that's the best Sonic Central yet. Was it perfect? No, but I wasn't expecting big game reveal when, you know, Shadow Generations is next month. Rumble coming to PC is good. I'm looking forward to that. Do you guys want a Rumble stream or not? You guys don't seem to be enthusiastic for Rumble. I set up on my phone and everything. You want Frontier Cyberspace DLC? Man, ugh. I ain't trying to boot up Frontiers right now, I'm not gonna lie. My mind is set on Shadow Gens, you know? It's just, I'm not that far. I saw the footage of the DLC stage, they look cool. Like, do I have to boot up Frontiers for it though? Like, they look cool, but they don't look that cool. I'm just not that fussed. Maybe I have to do both of them in one stream, just so that people show up. Frontiers DLC stages, and I'll be like, 2 hours of Rumble first. Piss everyone off. Maybe I'll do that. Rumble and Cyberspace in one stream. That way the Rumble stream won't have horrible views, because apparently no one cares about Rumble. You know? So... just say that you like. I haven't even played Rumble yet. I was saving it for the stream. I haven't played it. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. You'll hear from me tomorrow with the Dark Beginnings reaction. I'm guessing it'll drop around 22 hours from now. State of Play tonight on the Non-Sonic channel. For those of you who just have no idea what I'm talking about, maybe you're new to here. Is this your boy? This is the Non-Sonic channel. The last video I posted was about Crazy Taxi gameplay that leaked for 2077 game. And because Crazy Taxi is so niche, Sega hasn't even taken it down for show leaked footage yet, I guess. Usually something like that will get taken down, but it's still up. But yeah. Stay up play on that channel. I might do some Astro Bot before as well. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. But yeah, man, that's all I have to say right now. So, Daremy out.